I've spent 20 years earning 3 Michelin stars. My kitchen is a temple of precision. We measure salt in milligrams and cook steak to the exact degree. So when a customer started coming in every Wednesday at 4 p.m. asking for a burnt grilled cheese on white bread, I was insulted. The guy's name was Arthur. He'd sit at the bar, ignore the Wagyu beef and the truffle pasta, and point to the cheapest thing on the kids' menu. Make it black, he'd say. I want it charred until it's nearly dust. The first 3 times I refused. I told the server it would ruin my reputation, but Arthur wouldn't budge. He'd pay $50 for a $5 sandwich, take one bite, and then just stare at it. Last Wednesday, I finally snapped. I marched out of the kitchen, white coat pristine, ready to tell him to find a diner if he wanted trash. Arthur, right? I slammed my hand on the bar. I'm one of the top chefs in the country. Why are you making my staff serve carbon on a plate? It's a waste of my time and your money. Arthur didn't look up. He was tracing the edge of the blackened crust with a trembling finger. My daughter, Lucy, she wanted to be a chef just like you, he said, his voice barely a whisper. She was 10. She'd spend all Saturday morning in the kitchen trying to make me breakfast, but she could never get the heat right on the stove. He finally looked at me and his eyes were hollow. Every Saturday for 3 years, she'd bring me a grilled cheese that was absolutely scorched, and I'd eat every bite. I'd tell her it was the best meal in the world because she made it. He pushed the plate away slowly. She passed away in a car accident 6 months ago. The house is so quiet now. I can't stand the smell of my own cooking. But when the smell of burnt bread hits the air in here, just for a second, I expect her to come running around the corner in her little apron, asking me how it tastes. The air left my lungs. I looked at the perfect kitchen behind me, with its shining copper pans and expensive oils. It felt meaningless. I didn't walk away. I went back into the kitchen, grabbed the cheapest loaf of white bread we had, and I didn't use a timer. I stood over that stove, watching the smoke rise until it smelled exactly like a 10-year-old's mistake. I walked it back out myself. I sat down on the stool next to him. You know, Arthur, I said, my voice thick. I think the heat was a little high on this one. It's absolutely perfect. We sat there in silence as the sun went down. Sometimes people don't come to a 5-star restaurant for the food. They come because it's the only place left where they can find a memory they're not ready to lose.